How you doing?
For you.
Been a while.
It has been a while. How you been?
I'm doing good. Just hanging in there, doing stuff, I guess. Trying to, I don't know, just hanging in there, I guess. It's tough these days, but it's getting okay.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear
I
you.
have therapy every day
Yep.
and getting things worked on. Like I just started Botox in my right leg to help me walk better.
That's good. Is it helping?
Yeah, it's taking a little longer to find out the process, but it's getting there.
Good. As long as there's progress.
Yeah. So I love the new song.
Oh my gosh, yay. I'm so glad.
Yeah, I've been listening to it a couple of times.
Good.
And then I found out that was spotted on the playlist.
That it was what?
Got it, like my song was spotted on a playlist a couple of days ago.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
I was very excited about that. I've been posting it every 5 minutes of the day, trying to get it, noticing it growing up to number one, and then sometimes it grow like it went up to number two, and then it just but it's kind of nice.
Yeah, absolutely. That kind of validation, there's just nothing like it. It's awesome.
So it's just
Awesome.
that, and then coming out with a new lyric video sometime in April.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So just keeping motivated to um, start writing again,
Good.
and I might be working with a friend in California to do like co-writing or something
That's
or
great.
something. So hopefully that works out.
That would be great. I love co-writing. I'm a big believer in it. So
So just doing I was supposed to go to Tampa for the weekend, but I kind of didn't go because it was just too much for me. But hopefully I can get to go on another trip. But just hanging in there.
that all sounds like relatively good stuff.
Yeah, went to my friend's wedding, wore the bolo tie. If you saw the
I
picture.
saw that. I saw that. Nice job.
Um, and then her mother was wearing one, and I said, "Oh well, I guess that was a good day to wear it." One.
Heck yeah.
Um, did that. And how is your music coming along?
It's good. I had the release of Handstands in a Kiddie Pool 10 days ago and put out the video with that. And that was good. And then I've got a show on Friday where I'm singing for a cover band. It's a bunch of us that are friends in Nashville. We did the Britney Spears thing back in December, and now we're doing Paramore songs. So it's, all women musicians, singers, performers, all that stuff. And I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So I'm doing that on Friday. And then in April, Rachel and I, we have that side project called Oh My Friend. And we're releasing a song on Earth Day called Avalanche. So, just kind of staying on top of it and, collaborating with a lot of different people and playing songs. I still, I host an open mic online on Mondays. So, still do that. And, you know, just plugging away,
Yeah,
plugging
yeah,
away during still, kind of less weird, but still semi weird times.
yeah, yeah. I feel like it's just a little COVID. It's getting there. It's kind of doing its way, but
Yep.
it's giving us a little free life to.
Hmm.
But it's still COVID. But it's just
Right.
um Uh, but do you have a favorite Paramore song that you like to always listen to?
So I love a ton of the Paramore songs. I'm the ones that I'm getting to sing are Misery Business, Ignorance, and Grudges. And, going into the cover set, Misery Business was my favorite. That was the one that I kind of knew the best. And, I've got a personal attachment to it. I just loved it. So that was the one I really wanted to do. But now that I've learned Ignorance and Grudges so well, Grudges is one of my favorites, and it's a deep cut, but I really adore that song. It's so good. And I feel like it's so relatable. I just adore it. So Grudges might be a new favorite.
Is that more like, what do you call that? More pop? Not pop, I mean punk?
It, who Paramore in general? I
Well,
would say it's like,
alternative punk?
yeah, I would say it's like punk rock, punk rock alternative. But Grudges is kind of more of a pop song it's like more like pop ballad-ish of their stuff, which is maybe why I like it so much. But I love it.
That's gonna be a good show
It's
to
gonna be so fun. It's gonna
watch.
be super fun. I
What was
plan on headbanging a lot. So
what was your favorite song for Britney Spears when you did the show for that?
mm, so
I know.
my favorite song that I got to do was Till the World Ends. That one was a jammer, and like everybody raged when we did that one. My favorite song of the night, and probably like just in general, is Toxic. I mean, that song rules,
Yeah.
and I just love it. So
I mean, that song I play all the time on my Spotify account. It just never ends. Like
it's
if
such
I'm
a good
in the
song.
shower, I just put it on.
Yeah,
Just
it's such a good song.
put it on for up to 10 minutes or level 10. Then it kind of, then I kind of wonder if the whole neighborhood can hear me with the
Then good.
music.
Then good. They need to hear Toxic. So I support
But
that.
it's fun hearing about doing a Britney Spears kind of show.
I mean, doing the cover shows, I don't ordinarily when I do covers, I generally like change them a lot and do them my own way. But doing these cover band shows when you're doing them with some of your favorite musicians and friends,
Yeah.
and it's just like a big old party. It's so much fun. You get to get out of yourself for a little bit and put on a different persona. And it's just, I mean, it's so, so fun. So I'm excited. Friday's going to be a lot of fun.
What was that picture you were taking today with all those books? That was very interesting.
So, I've been doing for probably about, has it been 6 months yet? I don't know. But for a while, I've been posting these Tuesday treasures posts on Instagram. And, just when you think about like interests and things, and one of my biggest hobbies is to be a collector. I'm a collector of antiques and things. Like I go thrifting a lot and go to estate sales. And I also, I'm a very sentimental person. I've got a lot of stuff from my youth, and it's displayed in my house. And that's my style aesthetic, is to have weird and eccentric stuff. Like when people walk into my house, I want them to feel like they've walked into the house of curiosities, that there's something strange around every corner. And so I started taking these pictures of, various items in my house and explaining their history and why I'm attached to them. So today's Tuesday treasures were these stack of Time Life books that are called Mysteries of the Unknown. And they were big. I mean, I don't even know when they started, but I know that they were big when I was a kid in the 80s.
Mhm.
Time Life put them out, and I only have, I think, 6 of them, maybe 7. I didn't even count. But there are a bunch of them. I mean, I want to say there's probably upwards of 20 of them that came out, if not more, that are all just like bizarre, you know, whether it's folklore or aliens or psychic powers or whatever. And the inside is just filled with cool illustrations and stories and whatever. And I've kept mine from childhood. I mean, my mom had them and I hung on to them because I loved them. I loved flipping through them as a kid. So they were my Tuesday treasures post for this week.
Have you been working on any new jewelry?
I need to actually start working on more jewelry. I've been collecting a bunch of stuff to make new pieces.
Huh.
So I've had a bunch of cool collections of stuff come into my possession from friends. I had a friend of mine, Brian Minerly, whose grandfather apparently made bolo ties. And he found all of his stuff when they were cleaning out his house. And he sent it to me. He was like, here's bolo tie material. So I've got all of that stuff and I'm really excited about it. And then another friend of mine's grandmother that I'm close to, my friend Pat, his grandmother, Jonita, she sent me a bunch of costume jewelry as well. My drummer friend, Lauren Horble, her mom sent her a bunch of costume jewelry. Another friend of mine, Mary, sent me a bunch of stuff. So I've got this influx of like cool material, and now I need to sit down and make. So I feel like this has been my collection period to ramp up.
Does your husband have any talented things like you do?
Oh my gosh, he's a musician. He's a brilliant musician, and that's how we met. He can play guitar and he can sing and he can write songs like nobody's business. I mean, I fell in love with his music before I fell in love with him. His inside of our wedding bands, we both have the title of songs that we've written to each other inside it. So yeah, he's an absolutely brilliant musician.
So how small are those little notes?
They're so small. It's just the title of the song, but it's like he's got "Figure Me Out" written on the inside of his wedding band, and I have "Here and Now" written on the inside of mine. Because those were songs the first songs we wrote about each other. Pretty sweet.
Do you think he would have any other talents besides that? Do you think of making bolo ties like you?
So my answer to that is yes, I do, because we have paintings of his hanging on our walls. I think that he doesn't realize how talented he is, but we have 2 paintings that he's done hanging on the walls in our house. 3, actually. And I think he's very creative and could paint if he really wanted to. You know, he grew up doing mostly athletics, like playing soccer and things like that, and being a major intellect. And then, you know, he had a job that got him into doing some painting, which is why we have the paintings. But he's always loved music, and he started playing guitar and writing songs, and, you know, so he's definitely creative, for sure.
Well, you have a creative family.
I think so.
Now, what is that suitcase behind you? Is that with hiding something something good in there?
You know, I don't even know what's in here. Let's see. Maybe empty. Oh, it's got a bunch of my bolo tie hooks in it. Ordinarily, I would carry my bolo ties to and from shows in this suitcase. But it looks so pretty, but it just sits here in the off time. I got that at an estate sale, and I just thought it was lovely. So I got it. And then this is also a bolo tie display, this little wood piece. I hang bolos from it. So yeah, pretty fun.
Is that just a piece of wood?
Mm-hmm. Stand.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yep.
You have a lot of very cool things.
It's weird. Again, house of curiosities. Goals in life, people to walk in the house and go, what's that? Where did that come from? I don't want people to go like, oh, that's obviously from Bed Bath and Beyond, and that's from TJ Maxx, and that's from like, that looks nice and that's good stuff. But like, I want people to go, ooh, that is really bizarre. Where is that from?
Well, I bet you do a lot of cool things on Halloween, though. So,
Oh, you know it. Halloween, it like becomes a whole other planet. I want my house to look like a haunted house. And most importantly, I want you to walk through the house and question whether or not this particular item is Halloween decoration or permanent. Like, what actually is here all the time and what is just for Halloween? Goals.
would you think, I know you like making your songs very different, all different for like for those scary movies, like
Yep.
you do on once in a while on
Mhm.
Facebook Live or Instagram
Yep.
Live. You think you would have like a music video for that?
So it's funny you should ask that. I have a song that I don't want to talk too much about it because we haven't really gotten the song is done and it'll probably come out. It'll probably be the next song I release under my name. And I just met with the person that's directing it. She's a friend of mine named Whitney. And it will be spooky. The video itself will have a creepy element to it.
I love all the lyric videos, I'll tell you that, because all the backgrounds kind of feels like the lyric video that I'm going for this time is called True Story for my
Mhm.
whole situation with my legs. And the background, I sent it out, I like Googled everything, and I said, this is what I'm going for. So the lyrics are very powerful and very, I don't know how to explain it, but it's going to have little like x-rays
Yeah,
of legs and random weirdness.
I think
But
that's great.
so I'm excited how it's going to come out. Hopefully my friend does a good job on it. He always does, but
Yeah, you always have really great content. So I have no doubt that it'll be awesome.
I'm very excited for this new thing to come along, and then gonna try to pitch a song to whatever, see if
Mhm.
that helps to get my name out there.
It's great.
So,
You just never know what's going to hit and what's going to stick. So many of the licensing placements that I've gotten have been for songs that have been out for 5 and 6 years. And I think the best thing you can do is write songs that are true to you, that you're feeling that you really want to write, work them out, do the pre-production, really get like when you're done with the song, have it be something that you're fully proud of and say, this is a fully realized idea. This is exactly how I wanted it to be. And then get it out there in the world.
yeah, yeah,
Nobody's ever going to hear about you if you don't have anything out there,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
especially during COVID times, especially during all this weird isolation, not just because people are staying at home more, but because there's just so much noise and content online that you're one of so many now. And so just continuing to put out true and real stuff, people will see that. People will see that.
well, hopefully True Story, I mean, that's one of my powerful songs on Begin, that new album.
Yeah.
But that song, that album has 12 of all the songs that are recorded, and then there's some other songs that have been on the other little EPs that I just put in there because, yeah, just put them on there.
Yeah,
Everybody can have a listen on to whatever they like.
sure.
It's an easy way to go to one place and all the songs are on one little album, and then you don't have to go to all different places to listen to it from different areas.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, just, yeah, I'm excited. I just need to get started writing again, though. But it's gonna happen sometime.
It'll come when it's supposed to. It always does.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What have you been doing besides doing the music? Anything fun?
Yeah, I mean, things have been fine. We just got back from Florida. We were in Indian Rocks Beach, which is just outside of Tampa. We were there for Eliza's spring break, getting both a beach vacation, but also seeing a bunch of my family. So we were there seeing my 98-year-old grandfather, Papa, and that was awesome to be able to see him, spend time with him. Saw my uncles and my aunts and cousins. It was just a lot of fun. It was great. So that was like our big trip for the spring. And otherwise, just been doing music and getting Eliza to and from school. And I still teach pound classes, which is like the aerobics drumming class that I teach. And that's my whole life. Pound, music, my child, and family. So
What have you? Do you miss doing your other projects that you used to do?
like which ones?
Um, didn't you say you used to sell suitcases?
No, I never sold suitcases. I mean, I have like I would sell vintage stuff.
Yeah.
So like when I would sell bolo ties, I might sell vintage suitcases and purses and shirts and clothes and things like that. But that was mostly when I had booths at festivals. So I would still do that if I had a festival to go to. But I've always felt like with any of my what's the word I'm looking for? With any of my endeavors, whether it's bolo ties or music or teaching aerobics or whatever, there's a season for it. And I don't like to spread myself entirely thin. So the past, like basically since COVID, I've had kind of a resurgence of the music. And I think a lot of that is because I've needed that. I've needed that escape. I've needed that therapy. And I think, especially since Eliza's been back at school, I've had more time to kind of have the quiet to do it. Whereas prior to that, the bolo ties, that was so much easier to do because she could be playing in the floor and I could be working on bolo ties. That was that season. So although they both coexist, one is automatically going to kind of take priority at times, and I just, whatever I feel in my gut in a moment, I run with it. So if I'm really feeling like I don't want to do music right now, I want to work on bolo ties, or I want to, maybe it's just like take a minute and like mom really hard, or maybe it's travel for a while. Whatever the thing is, I try to do that for a minute because if I don't, then I'm not fully invested in whatever I'm working on. So right now, music has just been filling my brain space. And I've had so many different projects, whether it's been the Oh My Friend stuff, my stuff. I've been working with a guy named Daniel Munkus, who, has a project called Atomic Boxer. I'm working with him. Fame and fiction stuff, doing stuff with them. It's just, I've had lots of music coming my way. So I'm doing it. Bolo ties will come back in eventually. Or whatever the next accessory is that I decide needs to be the next big thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I need to get back into baking as well. I haven't done it. Well, I've done it a couple of times. I made myself, um, what did I make myself the other day? Oh, banana bread with blueberries.
that sounds delicious.
One day I made myself pumpkin bread. I was just very, I just need, the can was just looking at, just staring at my face. So I was just like, okay, I need to make that.
But see, you have the same experience.
Yeah.
Like your other art side is baking.
Yeah.
When your gut tells you to bake, you bake.
Yeah. Yeah.
When your gut tells you to do music, you do music.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's, you know, I'm been trying to figure out things of, you know, when I'm gonna see my nephews and my niece.
Mhm.
It's been a while since I've seen them, but hopefully soon. When I started going to church again, so
Okay.
that's something that's I've been going there. Like I took a little time away from church today because to be with you,
Mhm.
and you know, and I did it because I wanted to do the time. I wanted to see your face.
Oh, yours too.
So yeah, they're just keeping myself occupied. I do have a couple of podcasts I do besides Two Guys in a Sound System. I also have a community called Uncles and Fatherhood, and I talk to dads and I learn more about fatherhood.
Oh, cool.
So I keep my a lot of cool things I do with that, and
Really cool.
do giveaways, and I work with companies that send me merchandise to give out to families.
That's awesome.
So so that kind of gives me something to do.
That's awesome.
So
It's very cool. It's neat to see how you've developed over the years with your radio stuff and into podcasting and your own music, and it's really cool.
so I'm very excited what the next thing is going to be. I don't know what's going to be, but
And we
something
don't ever know.
something good.
Hmm. It will
So
inevitably be something creative
yeah,
every
very
time.
excited about this the new lyric video that's coming out. Hopefully, at the time when it comes out, but
I'm sure.
it's gonna be amazing, and I can't wait for what's coming up from you. That's gonna be more exciting.
I'm excited about it too. I'm excited about Avalanche. It'll be a fun one.
And I also like those lyric videos. They were amazing. And that
Thanks.
little girl in the video, that was was it a replica of you?
You know, I think of that as open to interpretation. Um, Salameha, who did it, she just wanted to create that little person that's inside all of us that tries to fix your anxiety and that tries to be the savior inside of yourself that says, calm down, whatever. And I think that she really developed that character well, whether you want to say it's me or not. I know that I don't calm myself down very well, so I need that little girl inside of me doing it. But yeah,
Well, she had your hair and
she
everything.
did. She had my hair, but she didn't have my eye color, and I certainly can't play a flute. So
Oh, well, yeah, I guess it could be somebody else. I don't know.
just never know. That's why it's open to interpretation.
But it was a good lyric video that she did like good work on the arts and everything.
Yeah, she's a great animator. She's a really great animator. She's
I've
done
been
amazing.
watching a couple of the videos that she did before, like I think it was the previews
Hmm.
of other people's videos. I said,
Yeah.
oh, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, she's done brilliant work for a while. She was absolutely wonderful to work with.
Now, how do you find these talented people?
So with her, I found her on Fiverr. I don't know if you heard of Fiverr?
Yeah, I've heard about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I found her on Fiverr. And Fiverr can be filled with a lot of like not so great people, but it also has a lot of amazing artists. And you got to find them. You got to find the good people and communicate with them and share your expectations and let them share their expectations back. But she was fairly priced and I loved her work. And we talked for, I don't know, 2 or 3 months before actually working together. So it felt like when we finally worked together, it felt like working with a friend. It was really cool.
So who did the other videos? The ones that for your
There
other
was
songs?
there was Shaken Down. There was that lyric video. And that was done by a good friend of mine called her name is Natasha. She goes by NLX. She's amazing. And yeah, she does incredible lyric videos. And I've worked with her in the past and she's a brilliant musician herself. So she did Shaken Down and I love it. And then which other videos like Dreaming of Giants. Dreaming of Giants was a collaborative thing. The animation was done by a guy named Jake Fried, and he goes by Fried Animation. And then all of the live footage was done by my friend Whitney, who I've told you about, who's doing the video that'll be coming up soon.
Yeah.
And what else? I mean, I've done videos for like so many videos. The smile video I did myself with old footage from my family. So it's been fun.
Didn't you say you tried it? You were working on a lyric video yourself, so you were working on that. So how was it? Very frustrating when you were doing the lyric video?
So the only lyric video I did was Patient. And that was a while ago. And that was, I mean, for me, it was difficult because it was lining up text to, the song, while also like singing and things like that. But I did it and I really enjoyed it. But I've been doing a lot more videos in general for the like, I guess music videos or collage videos, whatever you want to call them. So like Smile was a collage video of like family videos from my grandfather when he was a kid to Eliza,
Yeah.
And I did that one myself, which was really fun. And then handstands in a kiddie pool. There's no lyrics to it, but I did that video in Eliza's closet and just danced and had fun and then did a bunch of editing and came up with a video. So it was fun. It's fun to just make cool content. So.
Well, those videos are very fun to watch.
Thanks. Thank you. They're fun to make.
Well, I bet it's a lot of work, putting it all together to make it perfect.
Well, I'm sure the animation ones are. I mean, my gosh. I mean, Salmeha probably, she spent a ton of time getting it just right. Handstands in a kiddie pool, it's a little bit more reckless and chaotic. So it doesn't take as much time. It's a little bit more fun and over the top.
I liked all the for the kiddie pool with all the I don't know, but for those fonts that are just like all
I
different
like
colors.
the filters and
Yeah,
stuff that came
that's
through. Yeah.
yeah, very. I like those. I know I said maybe you should use TikTok. I don't know. I've seen those on TikTok, and then
I used Splice for the filters, and then the fisheye was a lens that I put on my phone. And then I just, did most of it through iMovie and did a lot of reversing and speeding up and slowing down and all that stuff.
I do have iMovie still on my laptop.
I use it quite a bit.
I don't use about like the special the everybody uses that very techno can't even say it. Harder music.
Yeah, you're talking about, what was it called?
Pro.
Oh, what is it called? Darn it.
I know it's pro.
I want to call it Photoshop, but it's not Photoshop. It's called, oh man. I know what you're talking about. The fancy movie.
Yeah.
Maker. Yes. Whatever that's called.
Yeah. I tried to get it one day and then I kind of screwed my computer up. And I said, forget this.
Yeah.
I kind of just like, just do the basic, update it without I want it to put little things on it. But it works how it is.
Yeah.
Makes videos.
Yep.
So how is your daughter doing?
Great. She started baseball yesterday. Another sport. She's still doing dance. Yeah, she's loving school. And she's hilarious and wonderful. And she's just the best. I'm really liking her age. 5.5, almost 6 has been really fun. Taking her to spring break was great. She enjoyed the beach and built sandcastles, and she can swim, and she's really cool and really fun.
Well, my nephew just started doing karate. So,
ooh, that's cool.
yeah. So he got his, I think he got his white belt.
Uh-huh.
And then I think either his next one will be the yellow.
Mm-hmm. I don't know the order.
So it just goes on. Seeing he does a lot of kicking and then hitting those wood panel things.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, yeah. So then Griffin's birthday a couple months ago in January, he had a really cool birthday that he had a musician play. So and then because my sister she goes way out on parties, the crazy. But I made cookies that are shaped as guitars.
I saw that.
And then then everybody asked me to make cookies for their kids' birthdays. So I started.
Of course. You're now the cookie guy.
So I just made them. I did a light bullets or something, or
lightning bolts.
yeah. So for somebody's party. So I said, okay. So there's more people that are still asking me, and I said, oh, I'll do it. So just keep on doing those kind of cool parties, and then. So I mean, I bought him a microphone. I bought him this one, and then my sister. I noticed there was another one in the house, and I said, "Oh, geez, I guess this is going to be a very annoying microphone in the house because it's going to be going off all the time." So, but it was a good party. There was a lot of kids there, a lot of family. So,
That's cool.
and he had a good time. And now, now we have a niece, and she's adorable,
It's so exciting.
and she just, I don't know, she's just a little angel.
That's cool.
So I'm very excited to have her in the family.
It's awesome.
So
Super fun.
yeah, having little kids running around.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Well, I'm gonna have to be heading out soon because I gotta go to rehearsal.
Well, that's exciting though.
It is exciting. I hope that it goes well because one thing is for sure, I do not have Haley Williams' voice. So I'm gonna try really hard. Try really hard on these
Where
Paramore.
where is she? Where does they do the music at? Is it at a restaurant or something?
Well, so we're doing the rehearsal for the Paramore show at a friend's house. The drummer that I know, Lauren Horrible, she's the one who set up the whole concert series, and she's playing guitar for it. So we're doing the rehearsal at her house, and then the event, the Paramore event, is at a club with like a stage, and so it's like a club bar. It's called the Five Spot. So we packed it out for the Britney show, so I'm hoping we can do the same thing for the
Is that
Paramore.
in Nashville? Like in
Yeah,
the city?
yeah, yep.
Oh, just have one question I asked.
Sure.
So, do you still talk to your bandmates still? Like
Which,
the
which
like
ones?
your drummer?
Oh, like Andy Stark and Pat McCarthy?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. In fact, during COVID, I did a project with Andy with some new guys that's kind of like a um, heavy metal project. It'll be coming out soon, hopefully. I haven't said much about it because I haven't, you know, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to announce it yet.
Uh-huh.
But so I've worked with Andy within the past year. And then Pat, I talk to regularly, and he played bass on Dreaming of Giants on Matriarch. And, you know, I mean, we're all good friends. So yeah,
That's
they're my
ex-
dudes.
Do you think ever? Do you think you ever could do another big another show in New York like you used to do? Like at that that one I think it was a restaurant, but it was also a bar hooked up, and at the red stage or whatever.
Are you talking about the place hold on. Oh, what was it called? Where I was opening for Jeffrey Gaines.
Think so.
I can't remember the name of that, but it was huge.
Yeah.
Um, what is the name of that place? My brain is mush right now. I don't know. The last time I played in New York, I played at Rockwood 2, which was awesome, and we packed it out. That was this past summer, and it was great. And I played solo with Rachel singing backup, but we didn't have bandmates or anything. But I think that there's still this part of me that would one day love to do like some sort of a reunion show. And if Andy could play and Pat could play, or if Ian, my buddy, who's another drummer who's played with me, could play, and just do like a big show, you know, full band, just for like an hour, and just play some of the old tunes. I think that'd be so fun.
That sounds very fun.
I think that'd be amazing.
A reunion show with Mary Jennings on the stage.
That would be so fun. And maybe one day we all, you know, I mean, Andy's in Maryland now, and Pat's touring a ton. So we'll have to see. But that would be so fun.
We'd love to go to another Mary Jennings show again.
Yeah.
And see you on stage and hear you perform, and it's been a while.
It has been a while.
And I need to order another bolo tie. Maybe I'll send you.
Yeah. Well, let me make some more with these vintage pieces.
I think I have a thing, an old, there's a stereo, like a stereo, then it has like a guitar plug thing. And I have this thing, it just sits in my cup. I'm just gonna have to send it to you so you can just like
Yeah.
cut it off, or I don't know what you're gonna do back of it because it's like a belt loop.
Oh, dude, I will totally turn that into a bolo for you.
Okay, I'll have to get all information and you can
Totally.
totally put down a bow tie because it
We can
just
do
fits
that.
in the M&M cup that I have on the side of my table.
We can
So
totally do it. I'll take the challenge.
okay.
I would love that.
Well, I'll let you go so you can get ready and do your girly things,
Got to get to rehearsal.
and hopefully have a good night.
Thank you. And it was so nice to catch up with you, as always.
I love doing these things with you.
Same. We'll do it again soon.
Okay,
Okay. Talk to you later.
I'll see you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.